It's been a couple of years since I released the song, so I'm very excited to be back playing tunes. I think I've rocked up my style a little bit. The acoustic stuff was so good for exactly what I needed when I was releasing myself into the solo world, and having toured a little bit, I got to see what the crowd really wanted and what I wanted to put into my live shows. So rocking it up is what I needed to do, and this is a good taster for what's to come. We wrote it. It was written quite late on in the process of making my first album. Just kept writing and writing and writing, and then one day this song came about, and it was such a jam from minute one, and it was an easy song to write. One of those ones that kind of flew out. It really did well for me, and I'm very proud of this one. And people that might have not necessarily been a fan of me before really connected with this song, which was great. Hopefully there's more of that stuff to come from the new stuff, but this one's the one that changed it for me, and I'll always be grateful for that one. Record, the first song that I released as a solo artist, it's called This Town. This song was the first song that I released, and it's probably the first song that I wrote for the whole project. Sitting at home with my acoustic guitar, and this song kind of led the way for what was to come for the rest of the album. A song, basically a nostalgic song based on my hometown, and again, I guess This Town kind of gives that part away. But yeah, a song that kind of kick-started everything for me, and a song that I still love playing live. One of my favourite songs from my first album, a song called Paper Houses, and kind of a song about like building up expectations and then watching them in a relationship and then kind of watching them crumble down like paper houses, and kind of the metaphor with the stack of cards, building a perfect pyramid and then watching it being knocked down. Yeah, a really fun song to write with a good friend of mine called Ian Archer. Yeah, this was, again, still one of my favourites to perform and play with my band, so I hope it still resonates with you guys. This is Paper Houses. This is the title track of my first album, obviously called Flicker. Very sentimental song for me. One of the easiest songs to write I've ever written, because I just knew exactly what I wanted to say. I had this lovely riff on the acoustic guitar and had a good idea of how exactly I wanted it to turn out. When it came to production stage, I really wanted to be nice to this song and let the song live over the production. And I say it every night on tour, but I don't think I'll ever get bored of playing this song. And I can't wait to play it again for you. So I hope you enjoy It's Time to Get Sad. Kind of written it around the same time as This Town, weirdly enough, with a good friend of mine, Jamie Scott, who I do a lot of writing with. Me and him have written again for this record, but another song that had a deep meaning for me and an emotional one for me to write. And to this day, I still feel really connected with this song. It really went down well with the fans, and I hope you enjoy listening to it still now. This is a song of mine called Seeing Blind with a good friend of mine, Maren Morris. This song had a country feel to it when I wrote it, and I was watching the Grammys one night, and Maren she won her Grammy for My Church, and then she was singing with Alicia Keys, and I'd heard of her and listened to a few of her songs, but watching this girl perform live and hearing that voice live, I was just like, I need to get in touch with her and see what she'd like to jump on this song. So I just sent her a little email, told her there was no pressure, just tell me what you think of the song, and if you like it, would you mind singing it? She came back straight away, thankfully, and said that she would love to do it, and then we had a budding relationship, and we ended up going on tour together, and she was an absolute legend, and she's smashing it again at the moment, and I love her to bits. Song called On the Loose, for me, very Fleetwood Mac inspired, like most of the first album, but especially this song. I think you can tell that from the minute it hits. Same kind of groove as some of my favourite Fleetwood songs. A song that really stands out to me, and a song that I opened up my whole tour with all of last year on the Flicker World Tour. A song full of energy, a song that I still love performing now. Yeah, I think I'll be playing this one for a long time.